Going to the Hyde Park Ice Pavilion here in beautiful Niagara Falls, New York, the Cataract City, for today's matchup between your Buffalo Tempest and the Thousand Island Raiders. As the Tempest take the ice, we're just waiting on the Raiders to come out of the locker room. Little delayed start this evening. Key stats of the game, the Buffalo Tempest on an 8-game winning streak. First place in the Eastern Division, but Ridgetown has games in hand. This is our last home game until March 8th and 7th, March 7th and 8th. So get your tickets at Buffalo Tempest on Venmo, $10 a piece. The Raiders coming out of their locker room, going to their bench. Buffalo starting 5 and the goaltender, Matthew Gernold, are out for the national anthem. So Gernold for Buffalo, Freddie Peters for Thousand Island, the goaltending matchup today. Not sure if you heard the kiddos down the hall getting excited for the national anthem, but here we go. Goaltenders getting back to their respective nets. Coaches giving last-minute instructions. Thousand Islands on a 5-game losing streak, hoping to turn that around after last night's game here in Buffalo. Buffalo took an early lead. The Raiders came back, but then Buffalo took it over in that in the game. So this one should be a fun one, a spirited contest for sure. Linesmen are ready. Refs are ready. Goalies are ready. Carlisle, Ventura, and Kehoe out there for Buffalo. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is Buffalo Tempest hockey, and here we go. Thousand Islands wins the draw, back across to the defenseman. They're going to poke it out, but not out of the zone. Now they're going to get out of the zone. And here comes Thousand Islands over the line on the shot on Gernold. Scardino backhands it across. Ventura, he's going to take the puck. He's going to lose it in the battle. Now he's going to get it back. Tips it back to Scardino, who tips it back to Ventura. Ventura now has time, flips it over, gets it to Kehoe. Kehoe, the big break going on. Gets the line and puts it on just wide. Carlisle's going to get the rebound and dump it deep. Thousand Islands trying to get it out. Carlisle squeezes it off the boards, rolls it around to the far side. Scardino now. He's going to tip it, loses it. Here comes Thousand Islands. They're going to backtrack it. D-to-D pass up to the front to Thompson. Thompson snips it in, and they're going to go off for a change. Buffalo turns around. Ventura and Dugo can't decide who's going to get it. Now Dugo's got it behind the net. Dugo Kinski gets it over to Matt Stewart. One half of the two live stews. Pokes it out. Squeezes out to Hayden Flynn, who loses it. Thousand Islands jumps it over along, and it's going to go all the way down for an icing. 18:56 left in the first period. This game brought to you by South Towns Concrete. South Towns Concrete. If you need a concrete pad or any concrete work, contact South Towns Concrete, especially if you're in the Lime Lake area. Sean Stewart now in for the draw for Buffalo. To the left of Peters. Buffalo wins the draw, but it comes out of the zone. Moles are going to chase after it. Thousand Islands pressing. Not too hard, though. Blair chases after it. That pokes out to center ice, and it gets dumped back in around the corner. Kyle Wilkins, the baddest man in the APHL, fumbles the puck, gets it up to Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart off his backhand out of the zone. Horner chases it for Thousand Islands and flips it around. Nice tip on it by the forward. And Thousand Islands now has control. They're going to gain the center line and the blue line. Driving off the left wing, puts a shot on Girdle that hits his glove pad, save. Another shot, save. And that puck's out in the corner, behind the net now. Right in front, nope. Wilkins gets the puck and leads the charge out. Stewart now on his forehand, gains the blue line. Sets up, looks across. Has Lozel. Lozel puts the shot on. Gets back to him, he pokes it around the boards. Stewart in the chase for it against the Thousand Islands defenseman. They're battling. Back squirts out, now Thousand Islands with a chance now. Here they come. Lewis loses the puck though, and Flynn gets it for Buffalo. Stewart now on the left wing. Looks for his brother. Nope, he clips it for himself. He's getting chased hard by number 88, Oaks Cook. Has the puck now behind the net. 17:34 left in the first period as the clock is right in my field of view. Thousand Islands taking their time. Now starts out with it. Gets it across. Pokes it up the far boards. David Teal Colvin gets the puck. Gets it across to Angelo Saro, who's in a big fight last night. Teal Colvin pushes it up. Off of Keeker. He's going to push it all the way down the end. Mellinson chases after it. Giving chase to the Thousand Islands defenseman who's going to squirt it around. And come up. That's Wills. Wills gets it across. Puck now behind the net. Saro gets it with that long reach. Pokes it back. Teal Colvin has time. Pokes it up. Gets it to Mellinson, who tries to tip it to Keeker but can't. Thousand Islands gets it back to center ice. And here comes Thousand Islands now. Now the puck settles back in the Thousand Island zone. They're turning with it. Buffalo with a hard forecheck. Ernzak with the interception. Puts a shot on. Save! Ernzak in the right place at the right time, but Freddie Peters, equal to the task, makes a great glove save. And will a face-off to his left with 16:37 left. Almost a costly turnover by Thousand Islands. As Keeker will be in with a draw with Ernzak and Mellinson for Buffalo. Thousand Islands wins it. The Raiders now take their time. Get it up along the boards. Mellinson intercepts, and Buffalo has control. They're battling for it now as Thousand Islands gets it back. A D-to-D pass behind the net. Off the boards and out to center ice. Lugo now. Duwakinski on the blue line. Tips it up. Mellinson wipes it around the boards. And he'll go off for a change. Peters plays it around the net. And now Thousand Islands has speed. Has an option. Harville loses the puck. And it goes all the way down. Peters plays it up to his defense partner. It gets wiped off to Jordan Trudeau. Make sure we get this right. Jordan Trudeau, not the former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin, as Butters was calling him last night. And here comes Skylar Brisley. Skylar Brisley now loses the puck. Thompson has it. Nate Thompson gets it up. Scardino intercepts over right out in front. Big shot by Thompson, saved by Gernal that's behind the net. Dominzak hit him, on the foot. Dangerous play, no. Whipped on by Thousand Islands, and it's deflected and out of play. Not out of play, but out of danger. Just Dominzak goes down, and we got a guy around his gloves in the back end of the play. I didn't see what happened there. Looks like Thompson lost his glove and stick. Not sure what or why. Nate Thompson talking to the linesman. And chirping at Buffalo's bench. And he's going to the box. Again, that was behind the play. I didn't see what happened. So Nate Thompson not happy. But he'll sit for two. So Buffalo will get a power play. 87 or 21% on the year so far, the power play for Buffalo. Thousand Islands wins the draw though, but Ernzak gets it back and whips it across. Mosel, the power play quarterback, gets up to Matt Stewart. Stewart pokes it along. Has it now inside the circle. Goes back to Losel. Losel across to Hernzak. Hernzak now gets it over to Stewart. Cross ice pass shot. Blocked by the Fouls now in the defender. And he flips it all the way down onto Gernhold off his pad into the corner. Dangerous play there. Hernzak's going to recover for Buffalo. Hernzak now. He's got time. Drops it back to Losel. Quarterbacks it over to Mellinson. Jason Mellinson gets it across to Hernzak. Nice cross ice pass. Hernzak with the move shot. Save it wide. Shot it wide. Mellinson battling for it now. Gets it back. Gets it back to Hernzak. Hernzak now up to Sean Stewart who fans on it. Gets it back to Losel in a desperation play. Losel from the point, wrist shot deflected out of play. Deflected by the Buffalo forward, not a play. Good power play so far for Buffalo. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in Thompson's penalty. Big shout out to Impulse Physical Therapy, Cantor, Wolf, DeCastro, and Hall Injury Attorneys. 716 Buffalo Apparel and Hills Hockey Development. As Buffalo goes to the draw, Keeker wins the draw back to Wilkins. Wilkins now over to Dominzak. Dominzak down to Flynn. Tries to get it across Cannon down the slot. Buffalo recovers. Tip down low. I think Dalzell's kicking out of zone. Wilkins gets up to the blue line. Sets up the pad. Shot. Kicker off the pad. Good save by Peters. And Thousand Islands clears it down with Dominzak. Has to get on his horse. 10 on him hard. That's Krawczyk. Was on him hard. And Thousand Islands tips it all the way back, which will work for them because that'll kill some clock. Thousand Islands now takes it behind their own net. Content to let as much time go as possible. Fires it all the way down. Krawczyk now gets the rebound. Shot. Score! The Beer League special works for Thousand Islands, and they get a short-handed goal. Brendan Krawczyk plays the puck off the boards and through the 5-hole of Matthew Gernhold. And it'll be 1-0 Thousand Islands here. Nice play. Hammy, write that down. We'll do that on Thursday.
Gotcha, Chief. You're doing that Thursday.
I'm not doing it. I'm not playing Thursday.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I'm not playing Thursday. I'm coaching Thursday. I'll remember that play. All right. We're back to action now. Stewart wins the draw for Buffalo. Sean Stewart now trying to get that tying goal. He stops on top of the circles. Gets the pass deflected, but right on the Lozel's stick. Lozel works the blue line. Gets it across. Hernzak. Back to Lozel. Fires it through traffic. Doesn't get through. And Thousand Islands is going to clear it out with 3 seconds left. That'll kill the penalty. So a successful penalty kill for Thousand Islands as they're able to not only stop the dangerous Buffalo power play, but also get a short-handed goal themselves. As both teams battle for it right in front of the net, here's Stewart and Mellinson battling hard against Dan Harville. Stewart now gets the puck on the line, whips it back to Lozel. Lozel now has time, gets to Sorrow. Cross ice pass intercepted, but Thousand Islands had to clear the zone. Sorrow. Cross ice pass to Lozel, who pokes it up to Stewart and tips it across, and Buffalo will make some changes. Sena and Spinner gets it up. Oaks Cook with a nice move, dangles through, takes it down low. He's behind the net. Buffalo gets it down, whips it around. Teal Colvin takes a little bump, but Thousand Island resets at center ice. Thousand Island tries to put it in, but Cyril with a big paw holds it down. And Thousand Island resets in their own zone. Oaks Cook now tries to tip it across, intercepted by Carlisle to Brisley. Carlisle holds onto the puck and tips it along the boards. And Buffalo forecheck after it, sending in 3. Thousand Islands whips it on our side of the boards, whips it across, cross ice pass off the board. The forward wheeling, puts the shot on, saved by Gernhold. We'll face off to the right of Matty Gernhold here. Reached that piece of leather out, made the save. Face off, won by Buffalo, but can't get out of the zone. Thousand Islands buries it deep. Scardino, he's harassed and can't hold on to the puck. Chasing for it in the low corner. Thousand Islands comes away with it. The Raiders now playing a little tip. Mellinson with a bump. Dugo pokes it out and it clears the zone. But Thousand Islands resets. Thousand Islands now gets over the zone. Rifles one on, and Gernald makes the save. Good shot there by Horner, but a little too far out, and Gernald makes the save on that. So we'll have face-off to the right of Matthew Gernald. 11:28 left in the first period. Reminder again, Buffalo not home again until March 7th and 8th. Which also means you won't hear this voice, and for some of y'all, that might be a good thing. Anyway, Buffalo wins the draw, gets it out of the zone. Hernzak gets it out. Keeker now pokes it along. Hernzak chases after it. Resets, cycles, circles. Pokes it up, but it's intercepted by number 10 for Thousand Island. Krawczyk, again, the goal scorer, puts the shot on and it goes out of play. Liking what I see out of number 10. And a little sportsmanship there as he gives a nice little fist bump to Sean Stewart. You love to see that. Love to see some good sportsmanship. Big fan of that. Josh Eganelli is a big fan of good sportsmanship. Sean Stewart wins the draw aggressively, and he tries to lead the draw, but the puck's intercepted by Thousand Island, and that puck's loose. Stewart now. Nice give and go to his brother. The two live stews out there, hoping they get live, because Buffalo wants to tie this game. Flynn pokes it back out of Wilkins' reach, and Wilkins has to get on his horse and chase it. Wilkins using the angles. Great play by Wilkins, using his body to keep Blair off the puck. And that puck goes out to the corner. Mosel can't hold on to it. And that puck's out in the slot, saved by Gernald. What a shot. So Jordan Trudeau picks up the puck and puts it on. And Gernald makes the glove save high. Thousand Islands jumping on open mistakes. Any mistake Buffalo's making, Thousand Islands seems to try and capitalize. Buffalo needs to slow it down a little bit, make crisper passes, in my opinion. Anyway, Thousand Islands wins the draw. That puck's down on the far side, whipped around, battling for it, not in the corner, but down on the near boards, far boards. Flynn pokes it out. Mosel goes to the legs of Oaks Cook, and here comes Stewart. Stewart's going to get to the circle. He's going to shield the puck, put it across, and they score! Oh. I couldn't see what happened because a lot of bodies in front, but Sean Stewart leading the line. So I'm going to say Sean Stewart got that one. Half of the two live stews. You got beef stew and pork stew. Nope, that doesn't work. Not using that again. Not using that again. Nope. Guys, have you heard that? I didn't say it. I didn't mean it. Love you guys. All right. We got a 1-1 game here at Niagara Falls as Buffalo wins the draw and whips it around. Hey, not everything works, all right? Sorrow seals off the boards, and Buffalo gets the puck back. Skylar Brisley gets up to Ricky Perez. Thousand Island's interception turns around. Here comes Thousand Island. They're going to get it out of their zone, but Dominzak's going to get it back for Buffalo. That's going to get poked up by Seal Colvin. Thousand Island's going to get it, whiff on it, but get it back. Go behind their net is St. Anne Spinner. St. Anne Spinner trying to spin. Works it around. Sorrow now has his chops wide open, puts a shot on save for the goaltender Peters. Puck's loose out in front. Perez going to go to the far corner to get it. He battles hard. Dominzak has it behind the Thousand Island net. And Thousand Island gets it back, but plays a weird bounce off the stanchion. But they get out of the zone. Oaks Cook going for it now. Sorrow with a nice good stick work there. Dominzak's going to get the puck down low. Being chased by the Raiders forward. Puck comes out of the Buffalo zone, back center ice. Krawczyk hooks it in, off of Gernald. Till Colvin looking for an option. Oh, avoids a hit. Oh, nice work, Davey. As Davey avoids the hit there, but Krawczyk has the puck out in front. And it goes wide. Puck's down low. Now at the top of the circle, it's loose out in front. Perez can't hold on to it, gets it out though. As Brisley's going to go off for a change. He decided to not chase that one. And Thousand Island's going to circle around. Dominzak pokes it down. Puck comes across, back in the Thousand Island zone. They're moving it with efficiency though. As they gain the blue line. Puts the move in front. Puts a shot on, scores! Gabe Horner with a nice nifty move and puts the puck in the net from the top of the circle. And Thousand Islands regains their lead 2-1 here. Nice play by Horner there. And Buffalo needs to regroup. Kehoe wins the draw for Buffalo. Scardino gets it across to Dugo. Dugo up to Carlisle through his legs. He takes a bump. The other Horner with a nice hit. Scardino can't get it out of the zone. He's tangling up in the feet. Now into the circle. Back to the point. Horner with the shot. It's loose in front. It's loose in front still. And the net goes off. Lucky for Gernhold that the net came off because he was screened by pretty much everyone on the ice. As Dugo poked it out with his knee. So the face-off will be to the right of Matthew Gernhold. 7:42 left in the first period. Thousand Islands wins the draw, puts a shot on net. Dugo pokes it around though. Oh, it skips through the defenseman, and now Flynn gives chase, chops it to Stewart. The defenseman loses his legs. Stewart can't hold on to the puck though when he resets. Pokes it up. Scardino tries to steal the boards, does. And it's down low. Sean Stewart now puts the move on. The goal scorer from earlier puts the move on. He's looking for an option. Gets it across to Dugo. Dugo can't hold on to it though. And now Thousand Islands can't do anything with it though. They're going to reset, poke it up. And here comes the Thousand Islands. They're going to go off and get a change. Raiders 2, Tempest 1 here in Niagara Falls. Stewart gains the line. Looks for an option from the top of the circle. Loses this. Scardino gets the puck behind the net though. Bolswell keeps it in. And then circles around. Oaks Cook pokes it back. And Thousand Islands takes time and resets. Roberts pokes it around, but it's intercepted by Losel. Losel keeps it in. Nice body play by both teams. Doing a good job of puck control here. Nice and clean. Stewart now looking for options. Gets it out in front. Shot. It's loose in front. Can't see it. Sean Stewart now has it in the far boards or near boards. Stewart from the top of the circle. Shot on save. Rebound to the corner. Flynn pops it around the other side. Thousand Islands has time and space to get it. And they're going to do just that. Thousand Islands gains his own. Puts a shot on save by Gernhold. Fat rebound. Cook can't hold on to it. Oaks Cook put it on. Good play. Rosal now has the puck. Gets it up to Matt Stewart now to Jesse Keeker. Keeker's going to gain the line. Dump it in low, and Nelson's going to chase after it. So does Keeker. Puck goes around. Now back in the other direction. And here comes Thousand Islands on the far side coming towards me. Here they come now. Oaks Cook dumps it across. Off the board. Down low. Nice tip by Melanson as that goes out. Now it's back in. In the far corner. Tipped around the net. Goes on in front. Right off. Going right in front. Deflected wide. Nice defensive play by Buffalo. The shot comes from the point. And that puck's loose again in the corner. Thousand Islands resets. And it goes in. Shot from the point. So St. Anne Spinner took the shot. I'm not sure if there was traffic there. But now it's 3-1. Thousand Island. And Krawczyk leaves the line, so I'm guessing he got some wood on that. If so, that's his second goal of the game. 3-1 Thousand Islands here in Buffalo. Dominjak wins the draw but loses it. They're playing with that at center ice. Little ping pong action here as Skylar Brisley chases after it. He's going to reset. Gets it to Sorrow. Sorrow into the skates. Pops it right in the skates there and goes out of play. So the face-off to the left of Gernhold. Thousand Islands wins the draw. Krawczyk takes it right into the zone. They're pushing hard. They want more. They put that puck across. Grizzly whips it around. Teal Colvin can't get to it. And that puck is dumped down to the far boards. Goes all around to the near boards. Grizzlies going to poke it out. Up to Ricky Perez. Perez puts a nice little dangle on. Dominzak puts it on across, and it gets deflected out to the near side. Dominzak chases after it. Thousand Islands pushes it down. Little bump, but they're going to hold on to the puck. They're going to gain the center line. Going to gain the blue line. Crouching again. Shot scores! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brendan Krawczyk Show. That's what should be his third for a hat trick. At least his second. What a rifle shot. And I think we have a goaltending change here. As it's now 4-1 Raiders. And here comes Chris Burkle, one of the hottest goalies in the league. He's going to come in to spell Matt Gurnold. And Gurnold, obviously not happy right now. A little upset, but sometimes these things happen. As Thousand Islands wins the draw. They're going to whip it across. Thousand Islands with the puck back in their own zone. Pokes it up. Dugo with a big hit, trying to set the tone there. Dugo hits Blair. Trying to make a spark or something for Buffalo. As here comes Buffalo. Kehoe. He's going to poke it up to Aaron Ventura. He's going to lose the Horner. Going to circle. Get out of the zone. Trudeau now. Gains the blue line. He gets tripped up, but legally tripped up as Kehoe makes a great defensive play. Ventura now pokes it below. Scardino going to get it in the corner. Pokes it to Carlisle. Scardino covers for Carlisle, and he's going to lead the charge. Scardino with a guy on him hard. Goes wide, puts a shot on, saved by Peters, and they'll hold on to it. Face off to the right of Freddie Peters. Again, big thank you to South Towns Concrete, Impulse Physical Therapy, Cantor, Wolf, Nicastro, and Hall Injury Attorneys, 716 Buffalo Apparel, where you can get your baddest man in the APHL t-shirts for Kyle Wilkins, and Hills Hockey Development. Face off to the right of Peters. Thousand Islands wins it, but Buffalo gets the puck, even though Thousand Islands won it clean. They hustle and got the puck back. But Thousand Islands clears the zone. Wilkins now looks for an option. Sauces it to Lozel. Lozel cross ice to Stewart. Stewart now stumbles but keeps the puck. Gets it to his brother Matt. Matt fires a shot right into the chest of Peters. And he'll cover up and we'll do the same face-off again to the right of Freddie Peters. 3:04 left in the first period. 4-1 Thousand Islands Raiders here in Niagara Falls, New York, the Cataract City. Come for a visit. Look at the falls. See the power. Beautiful place to be. Stewart now wins the draw to his brother. Matt puts a shot off the blocker, and it's going to go out of play, so we'll do another face-off with 3 minutes to the dot here in the first period. Thousand Islands wins the draw again. This time they hold on to it, though. Poke it out. They're battling in front of the boards. Nope, Stewart seals it off, and he's got the puck now. He's battling for it. Sean Stewart has a guy on him, gets to the slot, puts a move on, can't hold on to it, gets pushed down, clean. Mosel gets it low to Matt Stewart, who puts it down low. Now it comes clear to Oaks Cook. Here comes Oaks Cook now. He's got speed. He puts a move around. He's going to gain the blue line. He's going to hit the brakes and slip and fall. But the puck comes loose. Thompson with a shot. Nice blast by Thompson, but saved by Burkle. Thompson, and all the time in the world, winds up fires, but just puts it right in that big crest of Chris Burkle. 2:25 left in the first period. Buffalo wins the draw. Gets it to Melanson. Melanson gets it to Keeker, who gets it out of the zone. Gains center and puts the puck right on the goaltender. Melanson going to chase after it hard. Nice poke off the boards. But it's kept in by Keeker. Down low. Nice pick. But now the puck comes loose. And here comes Krawczyk again. He with a nice cross-ice pass. Teal Coleman puts it in front. That puck's battling off, and the net comes off yet again. And Snyder was crashing the net hard. Nice hard work by Nick Snyder to crash the net. go hard towards the goaltender, using that big rig X factor if you're an NHL fan. Nothing was going to try and stop him except the net because that came off. Face off to the right of Burkle. Buffalo wins it. Pass. Melvinson gets it out to Keeker. Keeker looks and finds Hernzak. Nice play by Hernzak to stay on side. And he gets the puck low. Has 4 guys on him, though. He's going to reset. Hernzak gets it to the point. Fired by Teal Colvin. But he can't get through traffic as Now intercepts and gets it out of the zone. Cross ice pass to who else? But Brendan Krawczyk. Krawczyk now tries to gain the line, but he's called offsides by the linesman. So the face-off will come to right in front of me here in the dot in the Buffalo end. Not in their zone, but in the end. The Buffalo dot right in front of me. I saw Hernzak getting chicken fingers before the game. I'm not sure if they were for him or not. But I wouldn't be eating chicken fingers for playing a game at this level. I wouldn't even. I guess maybe. Hey, I'm not gonna hate, man. I saying I couldn't do it. That's all I'm saying. I can't eat like 6 hours before a game. But I saw him getting chicken fingers. Maybe it was for someone who's here from I don't know. Oh, thanks for that insight, Tom. Yeah, he was munching on those chicken fingers. Again, everybody has their own pre-game routine. Not me. I'm not doing chicken fingers before a game. As Burkle makes a save. Face off to the left of Berkey. Right out across. Dangerous play. Kicked out. And here comes Mellinson. Mellinson gets it out to Keeker, but he's in between Keeker and Mellinson. He can't get to it. Keeker keeps it in. Nice play by Jesse Keeker to put the shot on. It's loose out in front, but then it gets poked all the way out. Zubelkinski's going to get it at center and fire it around. Nope. He said around, but he put it right on the goaltender. 1 minute left in the first period. As the puck comes out, Trudeau chases after it hard. Loses the puck at the top of the circle, and Hernzak turns on the Jets. Here comes Hernzak now. Them chicken fingers not weighing him down, but he loses the puck. Gets it back, though. Can't hold on to it. Gets it back to Scardino, but he can't hold on to it. Now is going to try and get one more chance at this. 30 seconds left in the period. They're going to cycle. They got time. Oaks Cook pokes it along off the stick of Merkel to the corner. He's going to get it back. Avoids a couple checks. He was lined up, but he made a nice little play there. Charles Nallins has it down in the Buffalo zone. Wide of Burkle. 10 seconds left. Perez chases after it. Perez looking for an option. I don't think he's got much time. 5 seconds. Out to Dominzak. Down the line. And that's going to do it here for the first period here in Niagara Falls. As it's 4-1 Thousand Islands as both teams go back to the locker room. 4-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this period. See you in about 18. And we're back as both teams are heading to their benches. Burkle back to the net for Buffalo. Buffalo will be going left to right. Thousand Islands going right to left. Buffalo wearing their black jerseys with white waists, white lower arms. Thousand Islands red and white. They're going right to left. Buffalo going left to right. Couple minutes left before we start play. It was the Brendan Krawczyk show in the first period. He had himself a hat trick. Buffalo squeezed one in at one point to make it 2-1, and then Thousand Islands just came back and made it 4-1. So Buffalo really needs to turn it around in this period. But anything can happen here in the American Premier Hockey League. I've seen games with massive comebacks, massive momentum swings, still lots of hockey to be played. I like the Raiders jerseys. I got to lie. They give me those Ottawa Centennial jersey type vibes with the different color striping. I kind of like that. It's a good look. Nice and clean. Here we go. Back to action. Second period underway. As Buffalo wins the draw and Scardino chases back for it. Scardino now. He's going to flip it up. Off the boards. Here comes Sean Stewart. Sean Stewart has his brother Matt. Looks for the option. Cross ice pass. Intercepted by Thousand Islands, and they're going to go the other way with it. Gets it across. Stewart gets a stick on it, but it pops out. And Thousand Islands gains the line. Fired on off Burkle's pad into the corner. Dubokinski gets the puck now. He's going to poke it up to Stewart. Stewart now gets it across to Hernzak. Hernzak going to put the shot on, save. And that puck goes to the corner. But out to Scardino, who fires it in for this guy. Scores! Mikey Scardino puts the shot on from the point. What looked harmless went right to the 5-0 of Peters, and it's 4-2, Thousand Islands. That'll inject some life into this place. 40 seconds into the second period, Scardino with a shot from the point. Fires it. Looks like he should get the goal. And Buffalo wins the draw again. Scardino. He's going to poke it up now on the near boards to Flynn. Flynn with a give and go to Keeker. Keeker going to gain the line, dump it around the corner. As I see a whirlwind sighting down below me. Puck's down low. Keeker now tries to put it on the front, off the defenseman. Pokes it up. Dugo for the point. Shot from deep. That's loose in front. Chopped on in front shot. Behind the net. Flynn goes and gets it. He falls and goes on the boards. Puck's loud in front, but Thousand Islands recovers. And they're going to get it out of the zone. They're going to come down now 4-on-2 with Keeker making it 4-on-3. Nice little pad tap there. Puck out in front, cleared. And dangerous chance for Thousand Islands, but nothing comes of it. Puck sent down low. Melvinson tips it, can't get it out. Dugo gets it up to, that looks like Flynn down there. He's going to get it out of the zone. Out of the reach of Melvinson. That's going to wave down, no icing. Melvinson going to chase after behind the net for Buffalo. Thousand Islands has it. Pokes off the boards. Flynn takes a hit. Puck's loose. Here comes the Thousand Islands now. No options, but 1-on-2. They gain the zone. Puts the shot on. Nope, it's deflected. Shot in the puck in the slot. That comes out. Melvinson, backhand pass. Melvinson now with the backhand pass to Keeker. He's going to gain the line and get off the ice as he puts it right on Peters. Peters drops it. Corner now. Has it for Thousand Island. Diamond Jack chases him and forces him to push it out. Wilkins gets the puck in his own zone. And that puck pops into the Buffalo zone. Wosel now. He's going to have the puck behind the net. Whip it around to Perez. Perez. It's going to go out of his reach all the way down for an icing call. 17:39 left in the second period. 4-2 Thousand Islands. Big thank you to South Towns Concrete, Impulse Physical Therapy, Cantor, Wolf, the Castro, and Hall, 716 Buffalo Apparel, and Hills Hockey Development for all of your support during the Buffalo Tempest season as the defending Governor's Cup champions trying to make it 2 in a row. Face off to the left of Burkle. Buffalo wins. Cross ice pass on the get out. Kept in by Roberts. Flipped in front. Puck's loose in the circle. Looking for an option is Trudeau. Puts a shot on wide. It's out in front. Can't see it. Burkle down low. It squirts out to his right. Perez going to dump behind the net. And it's going to go all the way around, but not quite out. Now it gets out. Grizzly pokes it out. And he's harassing the defender. And that puck comes in hot. Wilkins back skates, pokes it up, intercepted by Thousand for a brief second as Buffalo gets it back. Dominjek gets it up, tipped into the Thousand Island zone. They're going to poke it around. Now Losel has it in the Buffalo zone. Losel with time, gets it across. Puck's in the neutral zone, gets poked in. Losel resets. On his forehand, tries to stretch pass, doesn't work, but Wilkins gets the puck and gets it up to Perez. Slick Rick now. He's going to work with it. Trudeau harassing him. Battles forward in front. And Perez loses it, and the puck comes all the way down for an icing. Nope. The linesman waving it off. Burkle had his hand up, and the linesman waving off the ice. Ventura now has the puck, takes it behind his own net. Uses his body to shield the puck. Tries to go through two, can't. That's going to poke up. That puck's down low. Picked by Saro. Gets his stick on it and gets it out of the zone. And Roberts now going to reset. Poke it up to Thompson. Thompson gets it in on Burkle. Saro chases in the corner. Has Thompson on him. Gets it around. Time his head. Poked around. And Oaks Cook has the shot in the slot. It goes off of Burkle and into the far corner. Now it's behind the net out in front. Deflected wide. Rolls on the referee playing with it now. Saro chases after it. Tries to stretch pass, intercepted. But a weak wrist shot goes into the skates of what looks like Carlisle. He's going to poke it down. Is it going to get down there? It will. That'll be an icing call. So 15:26 left here in the second period. Face off to the left of Chris Burkle here as the Thousand Island Raiders lead 4-2. Lacrosse style face-off as they both battle for it, but Kehoe winds up winning it. But Carlisle can't get it out. Thousand Island recovers. Off the stick of Burkle. Mosel are on the net. Saro picks it up. Now Mosel behind his own net again, loses it. Puck is poked out to the point, though, where the defenseman's waiting. Fires a wrister and saved by Burkle. .5 4 minutes, 55 seconds down here in this period. Buffalo wins the draw as Hammy's trying to buy 50-50 tickets. Puck behind the Thousand Islands net. Now it's loose out in front. Thousand Islands going to reset and leading the rush. Whips it across. Hernzak intercepts, but can't hold it in. Puck behind the Buffalo net. Hernzak turns around, looking for an option. Going to take it himself. Nice work by Spencer Hernzak. He's going to gain the line, has an option, puts the shot on off Peters, and into the corner. Stewart takes a bump, gets it back to Scardino. Scardino pokes it along. Stewart now. Down low. Out in front. Oh, it goes to everybody, though. It's going to come all the way down. Burkle backhands it. Scardino there. Has time. Gets it up to Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart pokes it around, but no one's there. Thousand Islands intercepts, gains the line. Dumps it low. Nope. He takes a bump. Hernzak takes a hit. Now Scardino takes a hit and a shot in the back. Haverhill didn't like that at all, but Stewart puts a shot on. Save. Tries to go backhand. Another save by Peters. Hernzak to Scardino at the point. Fires a shot over the head of Peters. Stewart now battling for it. Kept in by Duwokinski. And the puck is now behind Thousand Islands net. Poked up to Trudeau. Trudeau now. He's in a wheel. He's going to gain the line. He's going to get the blue line. Goes to his left. Tries a backhand. Saved by Burkle and covered up. 13-19 left. What a play by Jordan Trudeau on that one to go to the outside. Probably learned that at Hills Hockey Development. Thousand Islands wins the draw. But Buffalo gets it. Hayden Flynn now with speed, the speedster. He's what a play by Flynn, and Nelson shoots and scores! Flynn with a great play on the blue line to stay inside. Dallas Islands thought that was offside. It wasn't. He was onside. And Melanson just rips one from the top of the circle past Peters. And all of a sudden, folks, we got ourselves a hockey game as it's 4-3, Thousand Island for Buffalo with the last 2 goals in a row. Flynn, I got to write that move down. He's did a nice slide there. Melanson now pokes the puck down low right onto Peters' glove, and he's going to hold on to it. What a goal by Jason Melanson. What a rip. Bottle popping. I know New Year's Eve was a few days ago, but Melanson's still popping bottles. And here comes Thousand Islands now. They're going to gain the line, put the shot on, trying to get their 2-goal lead back. Krawczyk, the show of the first period, putting in the extra work to try to make that happen, get his 4th of the night. But Buffalo gets it back, and across to Flynn. Flynn, this time he is offside, but what a play by Flynn to get back onside as Keeker dumps it low. Thousand Island gets it behind their own net. They're going to hold on a minute, reset the play a little bit. Keeker standing right in front of the goaltender. And Thousand Island now moves it to Krawczyk. Krawczyk with a slick move past Perez, and he's going to get it up. Dominic, though, gets in between 95 and the puck and gets the puck back. Here comes Perez now. Perez gains the center line and dumps it down low, chases after it. Dominic tries to seal it off. Good play by Dominic as it forces the Raiders player to shoot it all the way down for an icing. As Wilkins collects the puck, but that's going to be icing. 11:55 left in the second period. 4-3 Thousand Island. Big Mo. If you're a fan of Big Mo is on Buffalo's side right now. Big Mo. For all you Shoresy fans out there. Waffle! Anyway, back at it. Thousand Islands wins the draw. But the Minjek with a nice hustle to chop it off the Raiders' stick. Saro dumps it low. Buffalo clears the zone and gets back in as they forecheck. 3 on the forecheck. Thousand Island going around now. Dominic skating hard. Kyle Granville must have pumped these guys up after that first period. Because these guys are playing a lot harder. As here comes Dominic now. He's going to put the move on. He loses it. Teal Kelvin holds it, puts it back in the zone. And Buffalo's going to chase after it. Brisley leading the charge. Perez now chases the puck on the right side, his right side. Nice little bump by Saro onto Trudeau. He's going to poke it down low. Puck's now loose behind the net. Teal Colvin now. Teal Colvin chases it. We got a whistle, not sure for what. Tom Howell is telling me there's possibly too many men.
One of the Raiders players, he fell on his butt going to the bench there.
Oh.
He laid on the ice for a while. Another guy played the puck while he was playing the ice.
Well, let's see what happens here. Yep, someone's going to the box. Tom, I think you're correct. I was following the puck, but a Raider player must have fallen, and there was too many men. So that penalty will be served by Brendan Bertrand. And Buffalo on the power play, a much-needed power play, could possibly tie this game. Last time Buffalo was on the power play, though, Thousand Island scored a short-handed goal. Don't want to see that again, that's for sure. Unless you're a Raiders fan. If you're watching and you're a Raiders fan, yeah, that's what you want to see. Not me, though. Buffalo wins the draw. Stewart dumps it down low. Melanson has the puck behind the net. Puck's out in front. Thousand Island's taking it out to Hernzek at the top of the circle. Gets it to Lozel. Lozel got to quarterback the power play. Down to Hernzek. Across. Stewart, the shot deflected. And that puck's not going to get out, though. Lozel's going to keep it in. Hernzek with a nice stop. Melanson now at the hash marks. To Hernzek. Shot. Save. His moves out in front. Hernzek circles back. Gets to Lozel at the top. Lozel. Wrist shot. Wide. Stewart gets the puck. Stewart in the corner. Dumps it down to Melanson, but is picked off by Thousand Islands. Poked around, but not out. Hernzek gets it back to Lozel. Lozel to Hernzak at the top of the circle. Hernzak fires it, deflected. And here comes the Raiders. Here come the Raiders. They got a offhand chance. Tripped up, though. Wide of Burkle. Nice play by number 4, but that was wide of Burkle. Roberts, nice back checking by Buffalo and nice save by Burkle. Roberts, the big guy, probably ran out of steam there. I mean, killing a penalty is a lot of hard work. Rosewell has the puck at the top, fires it across. Stewart resets, puts a shot on, and the net's off. That net looked like, I thought the net looked awkward from this angle, but the net was probably off for a little bit. So we'll reset that. With 36 seconds left in the penalty, the too many men being served by Bertrand. Keeker in on the draw. Thousand Islands wins it, whips it around, and that's going to clear. 30 seconds left in the power play. Dominzak whips it around in the feet of Wilkins. Loses it, gets it across to Dominzak. Thousand Islands plays table tennis with it. They send him across. Ventura now, with 10 seconds left in the power play, gets it up to Keeker. It's intercepted by St. Anne Spinner. That puck's fired down. Keeker's going to get it. Thousand Islands kills the penalty yet again. Buffalo has the puck behind their own net. That comes around. Flynn whips it across to Wilkins, but behind his back. And now Krawczyk puts it across, but it's deflected. Nice deflection by Dominzak as that puck goes around. Krawczyk puts it out in front, no one there. Here comes Buffalo now on the transition. Hayden Flynn turns on the Jets. Has an option, gets it off the defenseman, and in the corner, it's going to be covered up by Peters and face off to Peters' left. 8:38 left here in the second period. This game brought to you by Southtowns Concrete, Cantor Wolf, McCastro and Hall Injury Attorneys, Impulse Physical Therapy, Hills Hockey Development, and 716 Buffalo Apparel. Carlisle in on the draw. Wins it, but tied up, and Thousand Islands comes away with it. Oaks Cook passes it across. Thousand Islands gains out of the zone and fires it around. And that puck comes out of the corner. Perez seals off his man as they battle for it down low. Pucks are low. Out in front, intercepted. And it gets out. Roberts now, harassed by Brisley, cross ice pass. And that's going to whip around, no ice. Zubowkinski wraps it around the boards, out of the reach of Brisley, and is going to reset at center ice. That puck comes across. Oaks Cook whips it through. Thousand Islands gains his own. Fired on from the point. Deflected and out in front. Buffalo gets it back, tips it out. Gets out of the zone. Roberts fires it back in, though. Zubowkinski with time. Tips it up. Here comes Perez. Out of his reach. Tipped out of his reach again. Fired out of the zone by Thousand Islands. Picked off by Scardino, who's going to turn on the Jets. Scardino now, who started this rush, puts a shot on, saved by Peters. And goes out to his corner. Another battling for behind the net is Brisley. Perez looking for an option as Buffalo makes a change. Here comes Scardino. Fires a shot on. Deflected off Peters and out of play. Well, Buffalo going to make a change. Both teams changing. Little Sioux, Sean Stewart in on the draw for Buffalo. Flanked by his brother and Spencer Hernzak. Buffalo wins the draw, gets up to Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart now gets the puck in the top of the slot, puts a shot on. It's loose out in front. It's still loose out in front. Oh, and Stewart takes a hit. Stewart takes a hit out behind the net. He's slow to get up, but he gets up. He's a hockey player. Kyle Granville not happy about that. Like you hear from here. As Hernzak getting some shoves in. Puck at the top of the slot. Fanned on. Puck comes around. It's loose out in front. Everyone diving now. And here comes Matt Stewart. Hoping to make a pay for that hit. Here comes Matt Stewart. Drops it off to his brother Sean. Avoids a check by Haverhill. And that puck goes around. Haverhill has it on the boards. Flips it up. Pissarro with that long reach gets it. At the stop, puts a little turnaround on. At the top of the circle, Siles going to poke it to the net. but Hernzak can't get a stick on it. Teal Coleman backing up now to get the puck. He's going to pass it across. Sean Stewart tips it up. Trudeau gets the loose puck and pokes it down. Sorrow gets the puck at center. He's going to gain the blue line, keep it for himself. Gets out from the circle, puts a shot on, saved by Peters. Hernzak with a nice little try to knock the puck loose, and Trudeau taking some exception to that. And he goes after Spencer Hernzak a little bit. Hey, don't touch my goalie, bud. I mean, the whistle hadn't blown yet. And the way these guys have been giving up rebounds today, it's cold in here. Anything could have happened. Buffalo desperate to get that 4-4 tie. Face off to the right of Peters. Won by Thousand Islands, but they almost didn't have it, but they hold on to it. Here comes Thousand Island now. You guys heard Granville yelling from the bench for 65 not to be scared. It kind of distracted me a little bit. I think Granville could probably call the game on this microphone from the bench. That's been a real treat to sit on his learning tree this year, I'll tell you that much. It's a big hit by Buffalo, and 47 taking exception. But I wouldn't mess with Kyle Wilkins. That was a clean hit.
Get it again!
Willis probably making the wise decision of walking away from Kyle Wilkins there, as Thousand Island's going to hold the puck down in the zone. Puck's loose out in front. Shot scores. Oh, and we got a little bit of slashing back and forth. Roberts gets the goal. Oh, he takes a shot. Here comes Wilkins. Wilkins and Willis now. Are they going to go after it? No. I saw spinning, but nothing really happened there. Willis without his gloves. So Thousand Islands going to take a 5-3 lead as Roberts gets the goal and is being separated. That's a nice goal celebration. The one where you almost get into a fight and have to be skated back to your bench. Roberts firing his troops up. Wilkins going to the penalty box. 5:13 left here in the second period. Looks like Caleb Will is going to go to the box too. I mean, they were involved, so I guess it makes sense. All right, so Roberts scores a goal and goes to the penalty box. So that's cool.
Hey, Wilkie. Wilkie got 2 or
Donovan, Zach, and Trudeau outside the referee's crease for their respective teams, getting their instructions. Trudeau pointing at Wilkins. Do these guys know the Bills game starts at 4:30? Can they hurry this along a little bit? It's hockey. It's not rocket science. Let's get this figured out. Get to the game. I can get home, watch the Bills game.
You can get a game time sponsor.
We still got 2 hours till the game, but I got to drive home.
Let's see. Tickets are $162 on game time right now.
Well, I'm not going to the game. I'm just going to go watch it. I'm too old for that nonsense.
I want to go to the game.
Me too. I want to, but I mean, honestly, I'd rather be here. I enjoy doing this. This is fun.
Where else would you rather be?
Right here, right now. Literally. As we got a hell of a game for you here in the APHL.
Hurry it up!
2 guys in the box for Thousand Island, 1 in the box for Buffalo. Only penalty on the board right now is Wilkins' 2 for rough.
Go ahead, game. Get a new batch of clowns on the ice.
Should be 5-3 Thousand Islands as Roberts pokes the puck in the net. First goal given up by Brooklyn today. who came in relief of Matthew Girdle.
Oh, the only thing on the board right now is Roberts, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I saw 4 and assumed it was Wilkins, but you're right, it was Roberts, too. My bad. Thanks, Tom.
That's a fair assumption.
It's a fair assumption. I mean, it is a fair assumption. So Buffalo on the power play.
Wilkins.
So to reset, if anyone else, it would be Wilkins, right? So it's 5-3. No one else should be allowed to wear 4, just for my own amusement. All right, so Buffalo now has the puck behind the net. Out in front, scores! Buffalo makes quick work of that power play. Thousand Islands, 2 players talking to the referee, not sure why. The net came off, but that puck was in before the net goes in. I was so excited. I didn't see who scored that one. But they made quick work of Roberts' penalty. So if you're just tuning in, Roberts scored a goal, got a extra penalty in the kerfuffle. And now he's going to go back to the bench. It's 5-on-5. 5-on-5 now, 5-4. Buffalo wins the draw, but not really as Krawczyk gets the puck. Thousand Islands has it. They cycle. They're going to gain the blue line. Put the shot on wide of Burkle. 5-4, Thousand Island. Stewart has the puck. Stewart now, he's going to gain the line. Gain center and fire it on to Peters. Right into his glove, but he fumbles it. And that's why Hernzak gave him a little tap earlier. Because his glove hand, he's been dropping those pucks like crazy. But they cover it up in the face-off middle to the right of Freddie Peters.
I believe that last one was Sean Stewart.
So Tom Howlett's telling me that Sean Stewart got himself yet another goal today. Good job, Little Stu, half of the 2 live Stews, as Buffalo wins the draw and fires the puck right on the net. Thousand Islands chases after it. It's now trapped in the low zone. Krawczyk takes a bump. Stewart and Krawczyk, it's been their show today, folks. That puck's going to be loose. Stewart now, he takes a bump down. He's on his butt. That puck's loose out at the slot. Sean can't put it on. And that puck tries to get fired out, but the low rafters here, that puck goes into the low rafters. Back in my day on street hockey, we used to play it off the lines. You know what I'm saying? If you flip the puck up and it hit the wires, you just play the puck. Play it as it lies, let go.
Play as it lies.
That's right. Game on. So Stewart now in the draw for Buffalo. Looking to see who's going to take it for Thousand Islands. They don't wear arm numbers, so it's hard to tell who it is. Looks like Krawczyk, though. I thought I saw 10. Scardino pokes it low. I mean, why not? Krawczyk does everything else for Thousand Islands. Might as well take the face off. What a player, though. It's a treat watching him. And we got a trip. And Buffalo going back to the power play. You stick your stick out. The guy trips on it. That's 2 minutes. So he's not happy about it, but he's going to go sit for 2 or less. Buffalo on fire. So a little confusion here. Thousand Islands doesn't know who they want to be on the ice. Dugo Kinski yelling something from the bench. He's being restrained by Scardino. So, not sure what's going on here. I don't know if they can't figure out who they want to be on the ice or what's going on. There's a couple of Thousand Island players have been going off and on, with the same guy staying out there. Buffalo wins the draw. Back to Losel. Big chance for Buffalo here. Just capitalizing on the power play. They're going to chance to do it again. Melanson gets it back to Hernzak. But that puck squirts out. And Hernzak's got to get on his horse to chase after it. And wipes it across to Losel, who's got an angle. And gets it up to Stewart. Matt Stewart now, shielding with his back. Gains the line. Stops. Loses the puck, though. And here comes Trudeau. Trudeau chugs it along. Hernzak knocks the stick out of the forward's hand, and he's going to go for 2 for slashing. Hernzak skates right to the box. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's out there.
We got you.
We got you.
Like minute remaining type of deal, or
So Hernzak going to get 2 for slashing. That negates the power play. $1,000 wins the draw. 4-on-4 hockey here. Krawczyk pokes it low. Sorrow gets in between it. Takes on 2. Avoids a check by Roberts against Sean Stewart. Stewart gets the puck and puts the Jets on. But is squeezed out by St. Anne Spinner. But still has the puck. Krawczyk and Spinner. That puck comes loose. Lozel fires for the point. High and wide of the net. But that'll help Buffalo keep the puck in the zone. Stewart going to chase after it. Another battling for it right in front of me. Buffalo comes away with it. But then Thousand picks it off. Nice move by 65. But that puck squirts out and Stewart gets it up to Lozel. Lozel holds the line, can't hold the line, whoops it across. Line's clear. Stewart has a lane to the net. Fires off of Peterson around the net. And Thousand is going to get it and turn it around. That puck's going to poke out. Up to Krawczyk waiting at center. But he gets chopped and he loses it. Now he gets it around. St. Anne Spinner gets it back. Back to St. Anne Spinner. I just like saying that. It's kind of fun. Dylan Sorrow going to get it. Poking it around the back. And here comes the Tempest. Scardino, the stretch pass to Flynn. Flynn touches it, so no ice. And that's going to go around. St. Anne Spinner going to poke it around, but Dlugo there pokes the shot in and around. Keeker now puts it in front. Flynn with a nice tip, but Peters equal the task, and Thousand Islands going to clear the zone. 1 minute, 45 seconds left. There on the power play is Thousand Islands. Puck's now low. 20 seconds left on the Hernzak penalty. Flynn getting held up, but he gets the puck. St. Anne Spinner finds it, whips it around. That puck's going to squirt out. Oh, big hit by Scardino. Big hit by Scardino at center ice. Well, center ice close to the boards, but right at the red line. Puck fired in low. 1 minute, 20 left. That puck works around. Keeker puts it in low, tipped on, but not in the net. And that's going to be chased on hard by a Buffalo and a Thousand Island player. Hernzak on the ground. Scardino keeps it in. Scardino pokes up to Hernzak, fresh from the box. He can't get onto it, though. Ventura chases after it. Puck goes around to Oaks Cook. That squirts around. St. Pierre, or St. Anne Spinner, excuse me. He turns it around. Dlugo chops that puck up and into the aluminum foil rafters. And there's another puck that's going to be out for 3 grabs for a kid. As a young fan from Youngstown picks up the puck off of the bleachers here. I don't know if she's really from Youngstown. I just made that up. It sounded good. Prove me wrong. If you're liking the broadcast, type in Joshua Denelli. If you're not liking the broadcast, my name's Tom Howlett. 40 seconds left in the period. 5-4 Thousand Islands. Sorrow takes the puck, squirts it up, but it's intercepted by Thousand Islands. Shot on from the point, goes wide, and now Buffalo has a chance to wheel. Here comes Ricky Perez. Ricky Perez, 1-on-2 though. From the slot gets to Ventura, who fans on, and that goes around. Blair now gives it up. Here comes Thousand Island. Harville, one of the greatest flows I've seen in the league. What a head of hair on that kid. Here comes Thousand Island, poking it low. Blair's got it down low. 5 seconds left in the period. Puck's going to squirt around. Teal Colvin going to clear it out with 3 seconds left, and that should do it. He's going to hold on to it. So it was 4-1 Thousand Island after 1 period. Buffalo with a great second period. Gave up 1, scored 3. Ventura now. The teams being separated. Ventura had words with, can't tell who it is. I think it might be Roberts. I'm not sure. No arm numbers for these guys. Jugo Kinski talking to the referees. Buffalo calling Dugo, hey, get back to the locker room. We got 1 more period to play, folks. All right, so here we are, 5-4. We're going to take a quick break as they do the ice, and we'll be back in about 18 minutes for some more APHL action. Welcome back to the Hyde Park Ice Pavilion. We got the third period coming at you here as the Thousand Island Raiders holding on to a 5-4 lead against the hometown Buffalo Tempest. Tale of two periods as Buffalo started out slow, down 4-1 after one, but crawled back and scored 3 goals in the second period, giving up 1 to make it 5-4. As I mentioned, if you're a fan of momentum, momentum's on Buffalo's side, but there's still 20 minutes with 2 talented teams ready to go. A lot of emotion. Buffalo won last night. Buffalo leading the East, although Ridgetown has games in hand. Buffalo really needs this win as they're going to go on a break. They're going to go off to Thousand Island this weekend coming up. Then they don't play again until Valentine's Day weekend, and then they're not back here in Buffalo until March 7th and 8th. Speaking of, get your tickets at via Venmo at Buffalo Tempest, $10 a piece, or get them at the door. As we're back to action, Buffalo wins the draw. Buffalo going right to left. Stewart now on the right wing. Whips it across to Hernzak, but it's deflected. Oh, and Dougal takes out his check. What a hit by Matt Dubakinski. He broke the player and his stick. And the puck goes around the Thousand Island net. Dougal, if you can hear me, what a hit, buddy. Oh, man, here comes Thousand Islands now. They're going to whip it across. Brendan Krawczyk. He's gonna dance the puck on top of the slot. Fired. Saved by Burkle, and that gets through to the corner. That gets tipped off. Hernzak now. Hernzak crosses center. Gets it up. Back to Hernzak. Puts the shot on. And Peters makes the save and covers up.
He didn't know where it was.
55 seconds down in the first period. A big hit by Matt Dubakinski. And that's going to help the Buffalo momentum meter if you are a believer in those kind of things. As he just leveled number 95 for Thousand Island. Face off to the left of Freddie Peters. Won by Thousand Islands. And they get it out of the zone. Mosel chases after it now. Burkle sticks his paddle out. Whips it around. But Thousand Islands keeps it in. Willis can't hold on to it though. Keeker going to take the puck behind. Nope, not behind his own net. He's going to stop short. Mosel going to poke it up. Keeker now has Flynn off his skate. And Thousand Islands kicks it back all the way behind their own net. Peters plays behind the net. Whipped around. Wilkins holds the puck. No, can't hold it in. Keeker going to reset. Back to Mosel. Up to Wilkins on the wing. Wilkins the defenseman. Keeker now gains the center line. Fires it on Peters. And it goes off of Peters and into the mesh to his right. It's a little face-off to the right of Freddie Peters. Again, huge shout-out to our sponsors, South Towns Concrete, 716 Buffalo Apparel, Cantor, Wolf, Nicastro, and Hall, Injury Attorneys, Hills Hockey Development, Impulse Physical Therapy, and if I already mentioned them, I'll mention them again, 716 Buffalo Apparel. Here comes Thousand Islands. They win the draw, and they're going to get out of the zone. Skating hard for it is Trudeau. Trudeau battling for it. Wilkins pokes it up. And that's recovered by Horner. Horner loses it. Flynn pokes it low. Back to Flynn. Has Wilkins at the point. Wilkins pokes it back down low. Mosel finds it across. Mellinson behind the net. Loses it. And Blair pokes it up. And here come the Raiders. Raiders try to go through his legs. Can't do it. But now Blair has the puck, fires it wide over Burkle's head. But Thousand Islands keeps it in, pokes it down low. Losel's going to take the puck around the net. Going to poke it up to Mellinson. He's going to tip it between his legs and down onto Peters, who pokes it out for Caleb Wills. Wills now. Gonna get up to Blair. Blair pokes it through. No one's there though. Sarl gets it back and up to Perez, out of his reach. Thousand Islands pokes it back to center ice. We're playing ping pong in the neutral zone. Skylar Brisley gonna gain the blue line and go outside. Brisley pokes it around the boards. Teal Colvin. Perez gonna chase after on the left wing. Sandwiched by 2,000 Island Raiders. Two 1,000 Island Raiders. Back on in front. Dominic scores! Nice feed by Skylar Brisley and Kyle Dominjek, however you say it, ties the game at 5. So face off won by Buffalo. Poked down low by Thousand Island. And Angelo Sarl going to chase after it. Has Krawczyk on him. Tips it through to Brisley. Goes through all the way down. And that's going to come all the way back for icing. As Brisley couldn't get his stick on it. Brisley with a great feed. Found Dominjek down low. Dominjek. I promise I'll get that. I promise I'll get that right, my man. The Dominator. Thanks. Thanks, Hammy. The Dominator. Well, he didn't win that draw, though. But the puck goes right off Burkle into the corner. Dominjek pokes it around to Brisley. Can't get through, though. Fired from the point. And Thousand Islands recovers down low. Puck behind the net. Still Colvin gets in the way, though. He's battling for it. That comes out in front. At the point, St. Anne Spinner shoots it wide. It's loose in front. Goes over Burkle's head behind the net. Tipped out to Skylar Brisley. Brisley now finds Perez. Perez gets the puck, pokes it down low. Brisley and Perez chasing after it. Poked around as Buffalo makes a change. Kehoe going to grab the puck at center ice and flip it down. Picked up by the Thousand Island defenseman. But he passes it all the way down, out of the reach of Krawczyk, and that's going to be an icing. St. Anne Spinner not happy with that pass. Banks his stick against the boards in frustration as he just missed Brendan Krawczyk, who's been putting on a fantastic show for us tonight. So the scoreboard's all even at 5 here in the third period. 15:58 left. Face off to the right of Freddie Peters. Kehoe in on the draw for Buffalo. And it's won by, I'm going to assume it's not Brendan Krawczyk. There he is right in front of me. But he's been doing everything today. He's a hell of a player, that kid. Here he comes. Poking it up. Scardino gets it back, though, and tips it out of his zone. In the neutral zone. Fired in from the neutral zone by Thousand Islands. And that puck's going to go off Burkle and stay in the zone. Carlisle from Buffalo battling. Tips it back. Plays a little back hockey. Scardino up to Dubelkinski. Right through him, though. Carlisle finds an option. Has Kehoe. Gains center and fires it right onto Peters' glove. He's going to catch that. As if they're playing catch, getting ready for spring training here. And the face-off will be to his left. So Christian Kehoe in on the draw for Buffalo. Thousand Islands strategizing what they're going to do. They scored in the beer league special earlier. Maybe they'll try that again. They win the draw and whip it around. Thompson passes it across. Has an option. Now has Oaks Cook. Oaks Cook puts the move on. Gets out in front. Shot. Saved by Burkle. Roberts and Thompson in there talking to the linesman. Ventura talking to Thompson. They're japping jaws. Don't know what they're saying. Looks like Thompson's being escorted to the penalty box. Tom Hollis saying someone got a headbutt. Buffalo's bench excited. Thompson yelling at the linesmen and referees. It's not going to help his case. I've learned that playing hockey, yelling at the referees does not help you. So Buffalo going to have a power play here. So let's see. Buffalo power play, check. Momentum, check. One of Thousand Island's best players in the penalty box, check. The Stars aligning here. Trudeau and Losel talking to the referees, trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. Seems pretty plain and simple to me. Thompson did something, and Thousand Islands will be on the penalty kill. Thousand Islands penalty kill this year, again, coming into today, 74%, which isn't great. But they did score a shorthanded goal earlier, so all hope is not lost for them. I don't know why I'm being yelled at. I'm guessing somebody in the chat doesn't like the fans here. I'm not reading the chat because I'm a bit busy. Buffalo wins the draw. Melanson dances with it down low, gets it across the Stewart, who fans on it. That puck scoops on in front, though, and now here comes Thousand Islands. Thousand Islands now. They're going to gain the center line, dump it in. Herzak going to chase after for Buffalo, playing the point man, the extra forward on the power play. Losel has the puck right in front of me. Herzak now gets it back to Losel, who's going to wheel up. Puts on the brakes. Whoa! Number 65 broke his ankles on that one. As he went flying in the opposite direction as Losel put on the brakes hard. Stewart gets it to Losel, puts the shot on. Right off, not good shot, but right off of Peters. Buffalo's going to recover the rebound. Melanson dances behind the net, has Herzak, can't finish. Herzak, backhand pass to Stewart. Stewart now gets it across to Losel. Losel back to Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart back to Losel at the top of the point. Finds Herzak, fires off of Peters' pillow. And Stewart going to keep the puck in for Buffalo. As Oaks Cook has to get back into play. Stewart, nice deflection by Roberts as Stewart tried to put the shot on. Rode up Roberts, sticking out of play. Good play by Adam Roberts there, being right in the right place. 48 seconds left in Thompson's penalty. So here comes the face-off. Dominzak has the puck, gets it across to Scardino. Scardino whips around to Dominzak. Puck behind the Buffalo net, Scardino. Going to whip it around. Ventura, nice tip pass to Keeker. Keeker avoids the check, gains the blue line, gets to the top of the circle at the hash mark, finds Scardino up top. Scardino fires. It's loose in front, over the goalie's head, and in the corner. Flynn battling for it along the boards. Squirts out. Scardino now. Going to poke it low, but intercepted and flipped out of play by Thousand Island. 8 seconds left. That should kill the penalty. Dominzak gets the puck, whips it down. Flynn, as we're all even, Flynn rifles it from the point, right off the pad, and goes and gets his own rebound. Gets it to Dominzak. Dominzak loses it. 65 now for Thousand Island. Gets up to Krawczyk. Krawczyk on top of the line, has a sprawling player on the front. Oh, no! He fans on it. Keeker's going to get the rebound. He's going to go down the other way. Jesse Keeker now is going to gain the blue line. He's going to go low. Tries to get it across. Nobody there. Ventura with a little body check. Losel comes in hard and chops it in. Thousand Island gets it out, though. All the way down. And that's going to come all the way back for an icing as Wilkins chases after it hard. So that puck's going to come all the way down to the right side of Freddie Peters, who's checking his equipment right now. 12:39 left in the period, 5-5. Buffalo wins the draw. Perez puts a shot on. And here comes Krawczyk looking for an option. He gains the line. He's going to gain all the lines. He's going to go wide. Going to go behind the net. Finds the guy in front. Burkle covers up. Nice pass by Krawczyk. Right to the waiting stick of one of his forwards, who puts the puck right in Burkle was right there, though, covering the entire net. Big save by Chris Burkle. Oh, puck's loose in front. Thousand Islands won the draw. Went right to the net with it. And Burkle had the puck. He was dead to rights. The puck was loose right out in front, but then it was cleared out. I don't know who the winner is yet, no. I don't know who the winner is. So they did draw it. I don't know who they won. Who won? What's the number? Oh, did somebody win? Yeah, I don't know how they do the audio here. So Thousand Islands, or Buffalo wins the draw. Losel now. He loses the puck at center, but Buffalo recovers it. Perez fumbles it, gets it back, aims the line, and dumps it in the corner. Bristol going to chase after it. Thousand Islands now chasing around, loses the puck, but gets it back. Nice handle by number 92. He's going to skate. He's going to gain the line, put the shot on. Burkle going to make the save. Great save by Burkle. Cameron Whipple, though. Nice smooth hands on that play. Good hands by Cam Whipple as he drove for the net, put the puck on. So face off to the right of Christopher Burkle here. Sean Stewart wins the draw. Wilkins pokes it back. And that gets fired all the way down to Hernzek, who's waiting. Hernzek now has the lane. Puts a shot on. Save by Peters. Hernzek was waiting at the blue line on that play, but puts the puck right into the hands of Freddie Peters, who's going to cover up. Good face-off win and play by Buffalo. As Hernzek and the Stews out there for Buffalo with the face-off to the left of Freddie Peters. Buffalo wins the draw. Losel fires it right into the shin guards of Thompson. Oaks Cook now has the puck, looks for an option. That puck's going to get intercepted by Buffalo. Losel loses a foot, but gets it back. He's going to gain the line, get it across to Stewart. Stewart puts a shot and scores! Matthew Stewart goes short side, and Buffalo has a 6-5 lead, their first of the night. Big Stu, who for all intents and purposes looks smaller than Little Stu, he's the older Stu, puts the biscuit in the basket, and it's 6-5 Buffalo. Dawson now is trying to get an advantage of that faceoff. Don't as Buffalo wins. Sorrow flipped it across. Krawczyk now. He's got 3 goals on the night, but he dangled with the puck a little bit too much, and the forward went offside. Bertrand went offside there, so we'll have a face-off. As Keeker will come in for Buffalo against Krawczyk, who's having a hell of a game. Krawczyk wins the draw and decides to take it himself, but can't get through everybody. Leaves it across. Burkle makes the save on the shot from 65. Krawczyk falls. Keeker now has numbers, gets it across to Jason Mellinson. Jason Mellinson going to gain the load, goes under it. Nice play by Mellinson, but it didn't work out. Horner gets the puck now. They're battling for it down low. Fired down by 77. Keeker gets it low. Mellinson avoids a check from Willis, but Willis gets the puck, which is the more important thing right now for Thousand Islands, so they need to put the puck in the net. Here comes Thousand Islands now. They're going to gain the line across 77. From the top of the circle, fires wide of the net, and that's going to squirt out all the way out, and Thousand Islands need to reset. Whipped it across to St. Anne Spinner. He's going to gain the line. Drop it. It skirts out. Here comes Jesse Keeker. Oh, he couldn't hold on to the puck. Keeker gains the line, but loses it right to number 92 for Thousand Islands, who fires the puck right into Burkle's hands. Deflected in the corner. Keeker pushes it out. Can't get it out, though. But Thousand Islands with a cross-ice pass gets the puck out of the zone for us, so they did us a favor on that one. Here comes Trudeau now. Trudeau fires it. Burkle sticks his paddle out, and Scardino going to collect the puck in front of the Buffalo bench. That puck's going back and forth. Scardino going to chase it back behind the net. Has Haverhill on him. Gets it across. Haverhill on the forecheck. Whipped across off Perez's head. Going to deflect to Peters. No icing. Peters going to play it. Trudeau now. Gets the puck at center. He's going to gain the blue line. Has Haverhill crossing. Broken up but can't. Trudeau and Doolin will get their sticks up. Haverhill now in the circle. Loses the puck as everyone's battling for it. Puck squirts out. Buffalo throwing bodies out there on the ground trying to block every puck they can. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left. And Scardino throws a hit right in front of the Buffalo bench. That'll fire everybody up. Grizzly now has the line. Not sure who he hit, but someone got hit. Puck down in front, down low behind Peters. And Dallas Nyland has numbers. Grizzly pokes the bear. Puck squirts loose. Buffalo keeps it in, though. Puts it down low. Peters plays it into the corner. Ventura going to find it across. No one there, though. Deflected by Thousand Islands. Poked out. But Loseville fires from the point and keeps it in. Haverhill now going to poke it out. Or Harville, excuse me. Poke it out. They're battling for it in front of Thousand Islands net. And someone, Donovan checks somebody from behind as they're all battling. It's getting chippy down there. Thousand Islands not happy. I'll take a little break from commentary and let the fans do it. As they're pretty much yelling at the Thousand Islands bench. They tried to shove one of our guys into the bench, and they took exception. So Thompson, looks like Thompson's going to the locker room, so is Mills. Nope. Not sure what's going on. Mills going to the locker room, it looks like. Tom Howlett telling me in the scrum, Blair left the bench. All right, now someone's going back. So we got about, 35 guys down there. They all can't agree on how to play hockey. That's what I'm getting out of all this. I mean, I've been playing this game my entire life, pretty sure I know the rules. These guys can't agree on the rules. So while we're trying to figure this out, 8 minutes, 27 seconds left in the third period. Buffalo leading 6-5. It's 4,000 Island. It's been the Brendan Project show. He's got a hat trick, and he's been playing amazing. I like what I see out of this Thousand Island team. With a little more seasoning, they could be contenders. Right now, they're in third place in the division by a lot. It's pretty much Buffalo, Ridgetown, and everyone else. Roberts pointing at Mellinson. He's pointing his stick a lot. I wonder if he's Italian. Because we talk with our hands, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I talk with my stick too when I'm playing, but so the only penalty on the board right now is to Ventura, 2 minutes. Hernzak and Krawchak playing a little pitch and catch while they're waiting for this to be sorted out. Now Burkle going to fire it down to Krawchak. Krawchak has it. He dangles. He flips it from behind his own blue line all the way down to Burkle. Burkle going to hold on to it. Burkle with a weak sauce down to Krawczyk. The girls in front of me recruiting Brendan Krawczyk to the Buffalo Tempest. I'm going to guess Thousand Islands wants to keep him. He's really good. So Ventura's sitting down for 2 minutes. The referee's breaking away from the box, so I'm guessing we got it figured out. And Buffalo will be on the penalty kill here.
Penalty kill here. We can tie it up.
Well, it's huge.
4-on-4. Why is it high? They had like 3 guys to talk.
So a huge break. I don't know why we're on the penalty kill, but we're on the penalty kill. But Melanson makes the play. So we got 8 minutes and 15 seconds-ish left in the third period. Buffalo up 6-5. Buffalo up 6-5, but on the penalty kill. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in Ventura's penalty. Who else? Brendan Krawczyk going to take the puck for Thousand Islands. Gets through almost everybody. Has Oaks Cook, who leaves it for 65 shot deflected. Nice block by Wilkins. 92 gets it across. St. Anne Spinner gets it back. Has an option. Fires it across to 92. 92 fires right on Burkle, who makes the save. Christopher Burkle on the save for Buffalo. Face off beat his left. Oaks Cook in on the draw for Thousand Islands and wins it. 65 keeps it in, pokes it up along, gets it back. Thousand Islands with 3 high. They're set up for the power plays, having 3 high. 92 now, dangles with it, gets to 6-5. 6-5 fires from the point. Deflection in front, saved by Burkle. Oaks Cook takes a shot. He was too close to Burkle, and Mosel didn't like that and said, "Get the hell away from my goalie." No time for that nonsense right now, says Brian Mosel. You're not going to mess with my goaltender. Not on my watch. Stewart and Oaks Cook. Stewart wins the draw. Mosel whips it around and gets it out of the zone. Big break for Buffalo. 53 seconds left in the penalty. Thousand Islands has the puck behind that. St. Anne Spinner going to reset. Has options. Has a guy circling. It's Krawczyk. Krawczyk going to gain the line with speed. Go around the net. Loses the puck though as Buffalo harassing him like crazy. Wilkins loses the stick but says, "Fine, I'll just use my body." It gets out to the point. Fired across to 92. 92. Big block by Sean Stewart. Giving 92 nothing to shoot at. And the puck squirts out of the zone behind the Thousand Island line.
Yeah, that's a stinger.
9-2 drops it across. St. Anne Spinner whips it down low. 9 seconds left. Buffalo should kill this penalty. 65 tries to whip it across, can't. Tries to circle, also can't. And Mosel whips it down. That'll kill the penalty. 6:26 left. 6-5 is the score. Thousand Islands resets. Looks like Trudeau down there. Jordan, not Justin, as Butters was calling him yesterday. Here comes Oaks Cook. Oaks Cook now. He's going to drive it through. Dominic breaks it up. Out of the reach of Keeker, though, and Trudeau's going to poke it up. But Dominic blocks that and whips it across into the Buffalo zone, or the Thousand Island zone, as they kick it out, though. And now here comes Krawczyk. Krawczyk going to gain the blue line. He's going to get it across to Oaks Cook. Oaks Cook going to backhand it across. No one there, though. Scardino whips it around, out of the reach of Trudeau, but Thousand Islands keeps it in. Wills. Caleb Wills pokes it up, gets it down low to Krawczyk behind the net. Krawczyk looking for options. Broken up by Dominic. And then Flynn kicks it out. Keeker going to chase after for Buffalo. Krawczyk was going to come off for a change, decides not to as he gets the puck and gets it across. Now he goes off for a change. Wills, he's going to gain the blue line. Has Trudeau, but doesn't drop it. Tries to go into the pit of Buffalo defenders and can't get through. but gets the puck back and around behind the net. That puck squirts out. There's a little body action between Dom and Jack. And Trudeau's out in front, but he can't hold on to it. Lugo going to chase him to Trudeau. Shoves him in the back. Dom and Jack to the left of Freddie Peters. Those keeping score at home. There's 4:52 left. I believe the stream was temporarily out. But to recap, thanks to Gianni Dalton on the save technically, as we're at 4:45 left in the third period. So I don't know how trusty the scoreboard is. Hammy's trying to fix that, but it's 4:45 left in the third period. 6-5 Buffalo. They just kill a penalty. And a face-off down to the left of the $1,000 goaltender, Freddie Peters. Carlisle wins the draw. Gets to Herdzak right in front. Score! Carlisle won the draw. Herdzak put the shot on. And Matt Stewart was left all along with a yawning cage. And it's now 7-5 Buffalo. 4:40 left in the third period. This is why you never leave a game early. It was 4-1 Thousand Islands. It's been all Buffalo since then. It's Thousand Island, I think, is going to call their timeout. Butters just yelled for them to start shooting three-pointers. I don't think Butters realizes we're playing hockey. Maybe it's like that pro beach hockey back in the day. Remember that, Gianni? The pro beach hockey? So they used to have a 2-point line. They'd play hockey on the beach, and they'd have like a line. And if you took a slab shot or a wrist shot from behind that line, it was worth 2. Back on ESPN2, late night, back when I was a kid. Those were the days. Johnny's too young for that, though, I think. I don't think he remembers that. That was in the 90s. You know, like, what the hell were the 90s? That's like so last century. Anyways, 4:40 left. 7-5 Buffalo. Thousand Islands calling their timeout. Buffalo, 8 wins in a row. Trying to make it 9. Ridgetown has 3 games in hand coming into the weekend. They're battling for first place in the East. Thousand Island, valiant first period, but it's been all Buffalo ever since. Jesse Keeker can't win the draw. Oaks Cook's going to have it. Tip it back. Puck goes behind the net. Oaks Cook chases after it. He's going to take it now for Thousand Island. He's going to gain center and dump it in. Angelo Sorrow going to get there first. It's out in front. Burkle pokes it to the corner. Sorrow pokes up to Jason Mellinson. Mellinson flips it out. Has Hayden Flynn, who tries to hack at it but misses. That's going to come across. 6-5 loses it. Keeker gets it up. And that pokes out to center ice. Thousand Islands can't turn it around. Now they do. Crosscheck goes off his skate, though. Puck's going to still be at center. Oaks Cook looks for it and pokes it back to the defenseman. Looks like St. Anne Spinner. Hey, him and Sorrow play a little ping pong as that puck goes down low. 3:50 left in the third period. Backwards pass. Crosscheck behind his own net. He's got some speed on him if he decides to take it. He's going to poke it up to Oaks Cook, who's going to cycle. Tries to find somebody, but can't. Herdzak's going to pick it off. Herdzak on his backhand forehand. Tips it up. Buffalo gains the line. Stewart keeps it in, but can't for long. As here comes Oaks Cook. Gets it across. Back to Oaks Cook, who can't hold on to it. And Keeker going to beat him there. Poke it up. They're battling for it down low. Low's only 6-5. Herdzak has the puck now. Gets it across to Stewart. Stewart, he's going to gain the blue line. He's going to use his back. Stewart looking for the hat trick. Puts the shot on Peters. Peters makes a save and it goes to the corner. Peters and St. Ed Spinner. They're doing one of those fancy little board battles. Now we got 5 guys in there. 3 for Buffalo, 2 for Thousand Island. Take all the time you want, Thousand Island. The clock's our friend here. Wolves will fire from the point through traffic. Can't get through. Herdzak chases after in the corner. Nice play. Wilkins now at the point, but can't hold on to it and gets it out in the neutral zone. Wilkins on his backhand. Loses it to Thousand Island. Trudeau. Oh! And Haverhill takes out his own guy. Haverhill takes out his own guy. A little friendly fire there. And Buffalo, as this place calms down a little bit, Buffalo has the puck low, so gets it up. So while Thousand Island wants to play let's sandwich the Tempest guy, Sean Stewart gets the puck out in front. I believe it was Spencer Hernjack who puts the puck into the cage. And now it's 8-5 Buffalo. 2 minutes and 12 left, and that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. Thousand Island wants to play hit the man with the puck. Buffalo says, fine, we'll just take the numbers, and we'll embarrass your goaltender. And that's exactly what Buffalo did. As Lou Wilkinski controls the puck, Scardino, content to take all the time he wants, gets it across to Brisley, who pokes it back. Lugo gets up to Brisley. Brisley off the boards to Dominzak. Dominzak, gonna gain the line. He's the lefty. He fires it off a body, and it goes behind the net. That puck turns around. Buffalo has it down low. Now it's free. Scardino gonna hold on to it. Gets it back to Dubowkinski. Dugo gets it across to Scardino. He takes time with it. Gets back to Dugo. Tips up to Brisley. Brisley on our blue line. Content to stay in the Buffalo zone because no one's chasing him. Here comes Oaks Cook now. Here comes Krawczyk. Buffalo fires it down, tip by Dominchak. That's going to come all the way down, no ice. 1:16 left. Roberts can't hold on to it. Dominchak fires it across to the boards. Perez is going to fire it in off the boards, off the line. It's down low on in front. Oaks Cook going to take it on his backhand and going to get some speed. He's going to gain his own blue line, poke it up. Oaks Cook gets it back, tries to go through a guy, dangles, Merkel covers up, save. It's out. Puck out to the point. Roberts can't get there. 50 seconds left. 8-5 Buffalo. Buffalo chirping the Thousand Island player who skated by their bench. 42 seconds left in the game. I'm going to start saying it now because I don't think Thousand Island is going to score 3 goals. Teal Colvin gets it across to Sorrow. Sorrow taking his time. Luke Carlisle loses it, 6-5 on his backhand, tries to go around, sealed off by Buffalo. Ventura gets it out of the zone wisely. And Keogh going to chase after it and beat 2 of the Raiders players, fires a shot on wide, 15 seconds left in the game. Carlisle, he's going to toss it back to Sorrow. Sorrow going to retreat back, and no one's really going to chase him as this game's going to wind down to an end. 5 seconds left. Buffalo going to escape this one, 8-5, after being down 4-1 in the first period. And there's your hockey game, folks. Buffalo wins 3-1. Oaks Cook goes off. He's done. He's not going to shake hands. Couple of Raiders players just leaving the ice, but most of them staying out for the handshake. So again, Buffalo now on with their 9th win in a row. Take the trip up to Clayton next week to play Thousand Islands. And then are on break till Valentine's Day. Me, personally, I'm on break until March 7th. So, guys, have a great couple months. I've been Joshua Denelli for the Buffalo Tempest. Signing off as Buffalo wins 8-5.